This is the story of how I got into forex trading. Around 2018, my curiosity was peak. As in, I was watching YouTube videos on how to make money online, and then I came across a video. They were talking about Bitcoin, investing in Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, and holding it. When it appreciates in value, you sell to make profits. So I went and bought Bitcoins. I held the Bitcoins. They actually pushed a little bit, not too much though. I think I held that Bitcoin for like 2 days. I was so curious. It added like $1 or something. I traded it immediately. I cashed out the money, and then that was it. I left it. I went back to school. Now, I'm an artist. Yeah, I go by the name J Creon on all social media platforms. So when I came to Douala now, 2021, for a music video, a friend of mine invited me to come over for a music video. I remember he sent me 10,000 francs. 10,000 francs is around $20,000, $20. It's around $20. That was my transportation from Bamenda. Bamenda is another city in Cameroon. So I left Bamenda to Douala. I'm currently in Douala right now. So when we came to Douala, he was a video director and a producer as well. So now he linked me up with some of his friends when we were shooting the video. We shot the video, and then we had to do a scene where we had to go to one of his friends' house. I can never forget, because literally this guy put me on trading. This guy was the one who put me on, right? So I went to his place. Now the guy's place was nice. This guy's house was lit, as in the paintings on the walls, the beautiful house, and then he had a setup. Now that setup was what caught my attention. After we shot the video, I saw the setup, the computer screens and everything, and then I saw the chat. That was the first time I ever saw chat like in real life, right? So I asked him, what was that? And then he explained that this is trading. This is forex trading. You buy, you sell, you make money, right? I'm like, okay, that's intriguing, and I want to learn more. I told him I wish to learn more. So he gave me his contact. We exchanged contacts, and then when I went back to Bamenda after the video shoot, we started communicating, right? And then I begged him, I told him, I'm really interested in this thing. I've seen videos of it online, but like I don't know how to go about it. And considering the fact that you are actually doing this in Cameroon, I never knew that people traded in Cameroon, to be honest, because I used to watch YouTube videos, people, other people, like people out of the country, people not in Cameroon. I used to watch YouTube videos of people teaching it and stuff, but I never really knew that was something that was already in my country. So when I found him, I'm like, this is it. I have to do this thing. So he sent me a few videos. There's this Malaysian trader, I've forgotten his name. I'm sure some of you, if you've been trading, you've definitely watched his videos. Around like of 2021, this guy sent me his entire playlist. I went on YouTube. I watched those videos back to back. And then after watching those videos now, I started learning support and resistance, all of these things. That's how when I watch these videos now and I have questions, I'll come back on WhatsApp, and then I'll message this guy, ask him, yo, please, what is this? What does this mean? How does this work? Then he told me and explained everything, right? And then he said, okay, I should go set up an account, a brokerage account. That way I can start practicing on a demo. That is it, right? So I downloaded XNES, created my account, and then I started trading demo, putting money and stuff. And then there was a day that I got up and I placed a trade, and I did not see the trade. You know when you click buy, you hear the sound, foop, but you don't see your trade. I did not know anything about spreads. It looks like either it was a session change or like the market was just reopening, so the spreads were wide, and I was trading on a very very small time frame. So when I opened that trade, I didn't see it. I had to zoom out. He told me to I zoomed out, and then my trade was probably all the way up there because of spreads. So I didn't know what spreads were. I asked him, I placed a trade, but I cannot see the trade. What happened? Then he explained to me that this is spreads, the spreads widen up and tighten up depending on market conditions. So I'm like, okay. I went on to research what spreads were, and then I got to understand what spreads were. You get. So that's how my knowledge of trading started. I started cultivating it. I started learning it, practicing. I started trading demo. And then I thought I could trade real. I started trading. Now that's 2021. I was still in school by this time, right? So when teachers are teaching, when they're teaching in school, I'm right behind the class because I was sitting right behind. That way I can manipulate my phone under the desk. I was using an iPhone 7 at the time, small phone. So I was placing trades up and down. I was watching tutorials. I was downloading videos on YouTube. See, let me tell you something. Today, right, from 2021 to date, trading videos I've watched is not less than 800 or 900, maybe 1,000 or more. I've watched so many videos, so many gurus, so many content creators. At one point, it started getting confusing. It started conflicting my ideas because now, after finished learning support and resistance, I started trading it, and then I felt like it was not working, right? Because I'll catch a winning trade, and then I'll catch like 4 losing trades in a row, and I'll catch a winning trade. So it was not all of that. And then I started watching another content creator who was now teaching a different strategy, an entirely different strategy. That's how I started learning SMC. I went from SMC, indicators, all of these things. I have done it all. I've done it all. You get. So my journey in forex trading was a very bumpy one because it wasn't really sturdy, and I didn't have somebody right there to hold my hand. That my bro was like just giving me tips on WhatsApp, and like that was it. We didn't really communicate that often. I only reach out when I have a question about something. But he was not really a mentor, like mentoring me, directing me. No, none of that. He was just chill. He didn't really have time for that. But I'm appreciative of the fact that he even took out time to put me on, to like tell me something I can do, and that motivated me, and I feel like that's the reason why I did it. And then I forgot to mention the YouTube, the music video that we shot. We actually used his car. This guy he was driving a RAV4 2008 at the time. So 2021, that was huge. It is still huge. I don't have a car, so hey, I mean, so we used this kind of like this young guy having all of this trading. Nah, I must do it. So these are one of the things that really really fueled my my zeal to pursue trading, and I did. So fast forward to 2025, which was last year. I started seeing some consistent profits. I started actually seeing that this thing could work. But then I hit a speed bump. Oh, I lost a blue account upon account upon account upon account. Yo, it's crazy to think about. It's not like it's huge sums of money. When I say blown account, you might think it's thousands and thousands and thousands. But if you put it all together, it's a few thousands though. But usually small accounts, $50, $15, $70, $100, $500. I've blown. And when I blow an account, I'll go back on the drawing board, try to learn a new strategy. I feel like these are the mistakes, these are some of the things that I did that really, really slowed my journey. It really slowed me down, because if I stuck to that one trading strategy and then just try to, refine it and work on my psychology more, I would have definitely been profitable earlier. I would have been profitable earlier. Yeah. So I also try to put it out there. Being profitable and being consistently profitable is different. It's very, very different. I can tell you that firsthand, because there was a week that I made $1,000 in my bedroom. I started my bedroom and I traded $266. That was my balance. I traded it to 1,700, and then I lost 700, so it was 1,300. I pulled out the 1,000, and then the remaining 300 I still blew it. Right? I feel like that was one of the biggest paydays I had since I started trading, because that week I had some money. What happened is I received some money. I received a very huge sum of money. To me, it was huge though. Yes. So when I deposited that $266, I didn't really care about it like that. That's how I made money, because I did not care about it. So I was taking trades without fear. I was holding my trades. I didn't really care. I was not even watching my screen that much. I was not on my computer back to back. Nah. I just took trades and I took trades and I took trades. I grew that account to $1,700 in under a week. Under a week. So this is just to say, trading is it's a very, very bumpy ride. Life is complicated. Trading is complicated. Mindset is everything. I'm making this video to share a piece of my life with you guys, and I'm going to be making way more. I'm going to be making more content and more vlogs. I'm going to be focusing more on vlogs, sharing my personal experiences with you guys. So if you're watching me for the very first time, kindly subscribe. My name is Ghislaine and you're watching Pips in Gold.